Hello and good evening. I think I'm 30 seconds early, so that's new. I'm Marceline, Marcy Taylor. You are watching my page, Marcy Taylor Media. And in the last couple of weeks, we've been doing some live streams. The two major ones were, of course, the NU 107 reunion. So everybody in Manila, hello. And if you're watching, I hope you enjoy this. At some point, I'm hoping Charlie Y will join me. To be honest, I'm just testing this new live streaming app. So comment and let me know how it looks. This one is called StreamYard, and I think I've seen like Rico Blanco use it and all the other people that are streaming right now while we are still staying at home. Over here in America, we are starting to open up. They say you still have to wear a mask and keep social distance, but to be honest, out there, people are starting to go about their own business, and it is a little scary. Where I am, ooh, but police siren. There's also a lot of scary things going on here. There are Black Lives Matter rallies that are going on. So it is a scary time to be living in right now. So let's just talk about music and maybe get nostalgic about uh, the music of the 90s and stuff. I think that's why a lot of you are here. And I'm just testing it out. Like two things. I'm testing out the StreamYard and then testing out to see if you guys are still interested. To listen to what we have to say, or maybe you have other things you want to chat about. In the meantime, I'm going to shout out the people that are watching. Carla Santillan, Monica. Carla's in the Philippines, and Monica is in Oregon. Hello, thank you for tuning in. So, like I said, what a week. Things are opening up here, and I know in Manila too, they're starting to open up, right? So we still have to take care. The virus is still out there. Karen Angeles, hello. Um, the other night, I went live again and I interviewed comic book artist Wills Furtasio. He was a big part of the 90s during that time, the time we're all referring to in these broadcasts, Decada 90. I met him in Manila. He redesigned the NU logo from the yellow U to the red splash. Um, and so that's the tie in there. But really, speaking to Wills, who is, world-renowned comic book artist, he was one of those people that drew the original X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, The Punisher, and all these projects. And so he had a unique perspective to being a creative, and then being Filipino American, and then being Filipino in Manila in the 90s at that time, and experiencing all that creativity that we always go back to. And so at the end of it, we had a great conversation. And so now we're like thinking, how are we going to work together in the future, with or without the pandemic? We are going to work together. We have collaborated on some things. I have interviewed Wills for like print publications here in the US. And then he also asked me to translate some like a fan fiction story about an aswang, and I think I translated the Tagalog to English. So that was an interesting collaboration. So in the future, I think we will do something with comics and music. So let's hope we can do that sooner rather than later. Okay, today he said he's going to be a bit late, but we'll hopefully get Charlie Y on here. But let's see. I'm gonna test out now sharing a screen with you guys so we can maybe watch something. And since most of you listening on here are NU 107 listeners, here is a clip from the Rock Awards. Bear with me, I'm gonna figure this out. Oops, that's not it. Okay. All right. Can you see that? Cool. Okay, so I'm seeing that you cannot hear the audio. Okay, guys, can you hear me talk over the video? That is the next thing I want to test. Oh, no audio. All right, let's remove that. Okay, that didn't work. And I'm back. So I have to figure that out because the audio didn't work for the video. What you saw was the 1996 NU 107 Rock Awards. I was still in NU at that time, and I believe I presented that year. Okay, so what else? We'll try again. We'll try another thing. Oops. So now I gotta wait for Charlie. Do you guys have any questions that I can answer? Okay, thank you for bearing with me. I had another video because it was supposed to be like for Charlie. But since he's not here, again, I have to buy time. What would you like to talk about? We got more people joining in here. Thank you. All right, let's see. What can I talk to you about? Well, since many of you are here because of NU 107, oh, look at that. You know who I'm seeing on the feed right now are people that were interns or that worked with us over at NU 107. So thank you so much. I saw Carla and Jimmy. Jimmy, yes, I remember you. I saw your direct message during one of the broadcasts, but I can't seem to find it anymore. So just message me again and I'll reply. Carla wants to know when I'll be back in Manila. I actually was back in Manila last summer, for the first time in like 15 years. And when I was there, I did get to see Claire and Ron and JD or Joyce, but I didn't get to see everybody because traffic was crazy and you really had to plan your day. I couldn't believe it. People were saying, hey, you got to schedule out, like your meetings and people who you want to see in Manila. And I'm like, why? You can go from Quezon City to Makati, no problem. We can do that in one day. Then it turns out you cannot do that. It's pretty much if you're in Quezon City for one day, you're just there and you gotta make all your meetings revolve around that. And if you're in Makati, you're in Makati. So that was new to me. I mean, traffic is always bad, but I didn't realize it was that bad. So I don't know now. I'm sure, syempre, walang traffic. So we'll see how things change when you go back to normal. As far as going back to Manila, we were hoping to go back again next year. So like every 2 years or something. But we'll see. We'll see how long the virus stuff lasts. And I really hope we can travel again, right? And yes, I'd love to catch up with anybody who wants to catch up. Maybe we'll produce a show just so everybody can get together. There's a question here. You know what? Now we're gonna try something. I can put your questions in there. Oh, look at that. You can see your face, Mr. John Roma Artates, watching from Guam. Do we have the Rock Awards 2000? I do not have any of the videos, but I know that they aired on TV, so hopefully someone somewhere has it. Okay, another question. Will Captain Eddie in the Crossroad? Is this, you're talking about Hoagie and cousin Hoagie and Crossroads? Actually, we haven't gotten in touch with him for these reunions. Cousin Hoagie, of course, played more blues. Let's hit him up and see if he can join us one time. Let's see. Any other questions? So you tell me, what are you guys listening to these days? One of the things that I noticed when I visited Manila last year was that first the giant billboards of mainly Korean artists. So that was surprising. But also that on the radio, they weren't playing a lot of OPM anymore. And I was talking to like the drivers and the people that I was meeting, and they were saying that, yeah, actually it seems to be less, and that there wasn't a station like NU that always or is OPM, original Filipino music, that was rock. It's nice to see that a lot of the bands from the 90s, if they haven't remained, they have evolved, or they're doing solo careers and stuff like that. So that's cool. That's cool to see. Okay, another question. Let's pop Carla here so you can see. There you go. There's Carla. Pocket concert videos or rock awards. So the rock awards, I know, were aired on Channel 5, and they were edited so that they could air on TV. So for sure, somewhere, someone has video recordings of those pocket concerts. I really wish we had videos of those, but yeah, I haven't seen any. Oh, actually, I did see one. I wanted to share the screen, but you can't hear it. So let's try anyway. Here. 1 second. Here, can you see that? Let's try and share this. Do you see that? Okay, I found that pocket concert. It is, oops. Now you can see the rest of my screen. It's so magulo. Okay, so this pocket concert, still no audio, guys? Can you hear the audio? So this one is Imago. Now, this is an interesting band, of course, because you have two NU107 jocks there. You have Zach and Myrene. Okay. So did you hear music on that, guys? Wala pa rin? No music? Okay, clearly we have to figure that out. And I'm back. Okay. So I was asking people, what are you listening to now? Do you still listen to rock, alternative rock, and stuff like that? I think on my Facebook page, I shared with you, like, I'm really into things like the Airborne Toxic Event and the new Strokes album. It's really awesome. So that's the kind of music I've been listening to. Okay, John, ano yung walang music? Now, can you hear me though? Can you guys hear me? Okay, this is a really cool, okay, tech issues. Yes, we need Joka or John. Joka is actually in the US also. Okay, can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Right. Sorry, you have to stare at my face. I don't know what to say. Walang music dun sa video. Yeah, so that is the issue. I was hoping we could play some videos so you could see them, but I guess that can't be. I'll figure it out because we were able to do it in the last broadcast, but because I played GJ and Jerry's cover of The Cure, remember? But I was using a different platform for that one. Okay, let me see if I can get Charlie on here already. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, walang music, sayang. That's right. Okay, so I was saying that's what's up. It's Sunday there. Are you guys going to church? What is happening? Oh, hold up. There. Okay, well, thank you for your patience. I'm just going to be here, like, waiting to see if Charlie's going to join because he said he wanted to join. Everybody else is off doing something. I know tonight, I think there's a big online concert with Scarlett, aka Myra, and some other musicians. So if you are watching that, just tell me how it goes. What else are you watching? Everybody's like doing a live stream. So that's pretty fun because, well, we're home. It is something to do. And actually, for artists, you're able to collaborate with people you don't normally collaborate with, right? Also, I've had to find the time so that I can go live here from the US West Coast, East Coast, and then chat with you guys in Manila. I'm so sorry I couldn't, get anybody that's in the UK because for them it's like 3 a.m. But that would have been fun. We'll find the magic time. It's Quiet Rock Sundays. It's very Pasqua. This is an interesting suggestion. Oh, so Max, you want a playlist that's from 2010 onwards. So basically stuff that we're listening to now and not the stuff we used to play, right? That's a great idea. Maybe I'll start. We'll see. But wouldn't it be cool if we got Myrene to do like a Not Radio 2020 edition and it's just her playlist of music she thinks everybody would enjoy. I'll get her to do that. Yeah. Okay. What else? Talk to me, people. There's not much I can do with the StreamYard. I was hoping I could show you things. We could play a game or something. But voila, you can't do that. I could try again. One more thing. And then if Charlie doesn't get on, I'll just end this live because I have nothing else to say. Stuck on grunge up to NU. Ganon. Tito music na ba yung grunge? Look at that. Thanks, Walter. I'm having fun adding these things, so you guys should write something clever. Okay. Let's see. Let's put Jimmy's name on there. Ta-da! What is your avatar, dude? Okay, I'm losing you guys, and I am so sorry. So I'm going to reiterate what I wanted, and I did a call over the last few weeks that I am looking for your stories about music that influenced you or had an impact in your life from the 90s. So Decada 90, 1990 to 1999. Or maybe you went somewhere like a pocket concert and you met your true love or something like that. I want to hear those stories. I want you guys to write them down or be creative, write a song about it. If you don't already have a song about it, yeah, so just send it. You can send it through direct message here on this page, or I'm also on Instagram at Marcie Taylor. It's at MARCIE Taylor, TAYLOR. I don't post a lot of band things or anything like that, so you'll see a lot of food and hikes. A few pictures of me. So if you want to message me there, I'm pretty active on Instagram. And I actually also do an Instagram live show on Mondays, but the topics there are more varied. But last weekend, I had a spontaneous chat with Bowie Meneses from Parroquia. And so that recording is on there at Marcy Taylor on Instagram. We've got Perry saying, and you rock file, Z-Rock 50. Yeah, all that stuff. People still remember the programming. That's really awesome. Silverchair. I wonder where they are now. Okay, so I'll ask you, maybe we can do this. I'll ask you a question and then you can answer and I'll share your answer on the screen. Okay, quick. Favorite Pocket concert location and who did you watch? Anyone? So for those who are not familiar, the Pocket concerts were these concerts in the malls, different malls and different locations. And it was a big deal because they were free concerts with your favorite bands. So that was fun. Okay, here's a question. Rex Pilapil, how about Chris Cruz, Jerry Driss, and Lee? You know what? Yeah, we haven't gotten Lee on here, but maybe we'll try. We're trying to do like a grand thing. I know Kiko Francis Brew was saying if we could get everybody, because what's happened is the first two broadcasts with me were mainly everybody I worked with from the mid-90s. Although the second time we met up, and you'll see the video, we did get Jerry Driss, GJ's John Gregory, and Tom Lupton, Major Tom. So they were on that broadcast. And then our surprise was Chris Cruz towards the end. So if you haven't seen that, go down on this page and you will see that broadcast. It's the one with the orange banner, but it's also on YouTube. So I've uploaded these broadcasts to YouTube. And so, and then last week, I believe the DJs from the 2000s, Francis Brew was there. He stuck around. And Dylan and those guys who I personally didn't meet because I had already moved, they all got together as well. And I think they had some performances by Itchy Worms and stuff like that. So that was a cool broadcast. So hopefully we get everybody together and do something fun, but we'll see, we'll see. Here, there's another one. Okay, John says Pocket concert in Cainta was the best. I don't remember who performed there, so oh, look at this. I'm gonna read this one. So Cainta, of course, there were lots in Mega Mall. I vividly remember an Enchanted Kingdom Pocket concert, so that was fun because we got to go on rides after the show. I think it was after Image that performed. Okay, Lucio, 30, I don't know how you say your name, able to construct a very long letter by using all the titles of rock songs, around maybe 30 title songs with my girlfriend and wife now, and he is happily married and permanently settled here in Perth, Australia. That is sweet. I mean, how many of you have done that? I used to do that, write letters, and then the song titles would be used in the letter. That's sweet. I'd be interested to see those songs or the letter. Have you passed it on to your kids? Are they like, Dad, come on? Anyway, so hello to everyone in Australia. Okay, Charlie says he'll be on in 5 minutes, so that's exciting. Pocket concerts, anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, what else can I tell you? Because of NU 107, of course, I got to meet some international rock stars of that time. Lisa Loeb was one, and that was after, you know, she sang on the Reality Bites soundtrack. So that was cool. And we got to hang out. I believe we had dinner after at the Hard Rock Cafe or something like that. So she's cool. But the one exciting thing was that concert with Sonic Youth, BC Boys, and the Foo Fighters. I think the Philippines was their stop after Lollapalooza or something or was it Big Day Out in Australia, and they came to the Philippines. So what happened was I think the BC Boys were supposed to call in the radio station booth, so to talk to the DJs, do an interview. But the phone rang in my office, and there I am talking to them, and then they realized, oh, you're not the DJ. And then I think it was Adam, like asking, hey, so where should we hang out in Manila after, and all that stuff. So like just a regular guy. So that was fun to meet them. And then Sonic Youth, yeah, Kim had her baby there with her, and so she was running around. And what I do remember was that the Foo Fighters weren't like as big as they are now. Nirvana was more known, of course. So Dave Grohl was able to walk around Robinson's Galleria, undetected, or like nobody mobbed him. He was just this really tall dude. And I think he even played video games, something like that. Like that's where we found him. Ooh, interesting. How's the LA riot? I have this question. I'm not laughing because of the LA riots. I'm laughing because of the next question, which is Antagal ni Charlie Ismael. Ha ha ha. Okay, it's not good, guys. The rioting is happening and it's spreading. There are protests being scheduled around the country, and of course, I think it's necessary because of the things that are happening that are so wrong. But it's also scary because the virus is still out there. You shouldn't be out, but then it's how you can get your voice heard. So let's just pray for everything. Let's pray for things to work out, right? I have a question here. Antagali Charlie. Charlie says 5 minutes. 5 minutes now. Okay, and then I have a question. I'll just put this up here. Max, how come you did not become an NU jock? You sound good. Oh, thank you. Because that's not the job I applied for. And I liked what I was doing. I did advertising and promotions. That's what I was hired for. So that for me is more fun. In fact, it's still what I do today. It's like, how do we sell the pocket concert? How do we maintain our relationship with the fans and stuff like that? So I remember the certified rocker program. We'd send out stickers and t-shirts and stuff like that. That's what I was involved in. But fun fact, I did, I pinch hit, but I never did board work. So I don't know. That's a gift that the DJs have. I do not have that. I did go up on stage a couple of times to introduce the live shows. So that's what I'm more comfortable with. And then I think like Joyce, JD, and like Claire, they were trying to train me like to speak on the air. I had a lisp as well. And so it just wasn't for me at the time. So I'm enjoying doing these live streams though, and shows, podcasts, and stuff like that. So better late than never. I prefer interviewing as well. So I couldn't just like play the music and then talk. Somewhere you'll probably find some shows of me filling in on Against the Flow. That was the Christian rock radio show that was on there. I'm also on a couple of, you know how we'd make these ads to promote whatever show we were having? And so Ron would sometimes get me to do like the Valley Girl type, oh my God, stuff like that, like those promos. And U107 and Initial Girl speaking, that would be me. I did a couple of those, but not a lot. I got my first cassette tape in 1992 with Cherry Dress. You won it? This is for Lucio. Did you win a contest? So yeah, I thought of those. The contest, like, what kind of contests we would do so that you would win stuff. Okay. Charlie, where are you? So that's my reminiscing about Sonic Youth. I did not meet. I know Bush was there, and I remember I wasn't at the station at the time, and then someone called me and said, "Oh my God, Gavin Rossdale is so good looking." I did not meet him. So we had that stuff. Okay. Charlie, I'm gonna give up. It's 8 o'clock. We're waiting for you. Looking at my phone. Sorry. I'm trying to text Charlie. When they always have the morning cool 7 at 7. Oh wow. That is a throwback. Cool 7 at 7. That's like way before the morning show. Okay, here's a question. Perry Pasqua. Kaninong boses yung mga NU station IDs? I believe it was, can you guys guess? Any guesses? I believe it's Chris Cruz. Cool. I'm texting Charlie to say they are waiting for you. So what are you guys doing this Sunday? Hey, I got to talk to Pondry before this because I tried again to get him on here. So he's one guy that we haven't gotten on video or any recording to join these reunions. He wants to, but his schedule, it just hasn't worked out. And Pondry said he was attending church. And I said, like, you mean in person? But I know you can't go in person, right? Not yet. Anyway, so there. So Pondry says hello to everybody, and hopefully he can send us a recording or something. Because talk about a voice, right? Pondry, he has that voice. So hopefully Pondry will join us one of these days. Okay, here's a suggestion. It would be awesome if the station IDs and ads for the shows were uploaded. Sobrang nostalgia marinig yun ulit. Yes, actually, we've been deep diving into YouTube since these broadcasts, and so many people are finding these. They're called air checks, which is basically you record whatever's on the air. And so we found those. So maybe I'll write like a blog post with links to that. And if you ever find anything, an air check, a video or recording, and you want to share it with us, please do. Yeah, let's do that. I have some people who have no idea what NU107 is that are joining us on this live stream. So I want to say hello. Hey, Kevin Ashford. Woo! Huntington Beach represent. There you go. Yeah. So, guys, should we make a bet? Is Charlie coming on? I don't know. Okay, someone says they're watching the riots in America. I haven't seen it since this afternoon, so I hope it isn't getting worse. But I just saw an alert on my phone that in LA they're doing a curfew. So this is getting real, guys. It's getting scary. Kayo naman dyan sa Manila, kumusta? Or in the Philippines, elsewhere. How is everything? I hope you are okay. Okay, last. Dead air, hala. I know you can't do that like on the radio, but we're not on the radio, so maybe I can just smile for you guys or do something. Oh, there he is. There he is. Charlie's on here. Okay, I'm gonna add him, but I don't hear him. Let's see. Hey, Charlie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, everybody say
Yeah.
Charlie. Can you hear Charlie, everybody? Dude, I had to talk like for 30 minutes about whatever. I wanted to play videos, but they said they could see the video but not hear it. So bad trip. I had black Mercedes Benz. Here, look up.
Oh, shucks.
I
Yeah.
wanted to share it with show, but
Wait,
wait, I'll try to show it.
can you hear
I
me?
can, yeah, I can hear you. Here, look at
Okay,
this,
good.
Charlie.
All right.
Look at
Sure.
this. Look at that. Oh, ta-da! That's
Wow.
you.
That's 2012. You know that this concert was the beginning of a bar tour that lasted for about 4 years. It was
What?
yeah. Not only for the breed, not only for the breed.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was thought of by the doctor Ramon
Uh-huh.
Salsita,
Yeah.
and he called it the Renegades of Rock. So it included the breed. I don't know if you remember Backdraft and
Yeah.
other
Wow.
other other bands of the time, Dahong Palay, and
Wow.
well, the others escape me right now. Nino Mendoza was also part of it, but this was the beginning. This was in 2012. As you
Wow.
can see,
So
I'm really slim here. Now I'm not. You
it's
know,
okay. Blame it on the pandemic.
I know. You know,
Okay, so
it's
let's step back. Because the last time we chatted, we couldn't really hear you. So,
yeah,
I mean, the
yeah.
first time, the second time was
The
fine,
first
but then
time,
also,
yeah,
um, there were so many guests on that. So, if
yeah,
you
I know.
can walk us through, tell us about your NU 107 origin story for the audience that have been bearing with me for the past 30 minutes.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
knew.
sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. It's Sunday, it's Sunday. But
Okay.
I just wanted them to know I knew of you, and I don't know if you know this because you were in R&R, right?
Yeah,
Also,
you remember that?
okay,
Wow.
I remember
Well,
R&R because I
cheers,
guess
cheers.
yes, maybe you sang in our school or whatever was
Yes, as a matter
Louis.
of fact, I did.
There
This
you
was
go.
December '87, if I remember right.
Ah, don't
My
make
ni-
us buko.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I was a
But it
kid,
was,
grade school. So
but
yeah,
my niece was a senior at the time, Chantal, no, who you
yeah,
know,
yes.
and her group asked us to perform there for the fair. And I have to say, it was one of the best, if not the best, performance we had in a
Oh,
school tour. Really, really. The
very
crowd,
cool.
you guys were very receptive. It was really cool. It was one of the more memorable ones for me.
Do people still do those? Do bands still visit schools today? I'm wondering.
Um, I haven't heard really of much, but it's not as big as before. You know, I mean,
Okay,
because
yeah,
the bands you can watch online now. Back then, there
yeah,
was no online. See, so we
yeah.
wanted to
No, and it
watch
was
them live.
yeah, and it was exciting because like you were little celebrities in our world, you know. And then it's someone's brother, it's someone's cousin. It was really cool because like
Yeah,
wasn't Louis in it? Yeah. Anyway,
Louis
um,
Ramirez.
yes, his
Yeah. He
sister
was. He
was
was.
my friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
So how did you go from R&R to the Breed, which is different music? I think they
yeah.
ended up becoming Overdrive, or were they Overdrive
No,
before?
no. K.O. Jones.
Okay, okay.
K.O.
So
Jones, who
how?
who is still active today? They're still active today.
Oh,
Not
really? Okay.
not all the former members, but a lot of them. A lot of them.
Okay. So how did it become the Breed? Because R&R was like more pop, and then suddenly classic
Yeah.
rock, which was probably your inner
Yes, definitely. Well, R and
music.
R. Okay, we played the music of the day. Okay, it was the '80s, and we didn't really do too much new wave. We did more like the pop of the day. Rick
Pop,
Springfield. I'm
yeah.
sure you remember him. And we did
Yeah.
well, A Flock of Seagulls, Spandau Ballet, believe it or not. Okay, Billy Idol, that kind of
Oh,
stuff. It was still in the
yeah.
rock genre, but not
Yes.
as classic as
Not
the
as
Breed.
not as hard.
Not as hard,
So
definitely.
how did you transition into the Breed?
Okay, in 1989, we had a falling out. The band had a
Ah,
falling out.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we're friends today. We're friends today.
Yeah.
That's the past. Okay, so
That
so I
happens.
said,
That happens.
yeah. And at that time, I was working at DZRJ. Okay, I started my radio career in RJ, and then I went to Kiss FM for about a year. after that, that's when I joined NU in 1992. Okay, but
Wow.
going back to my story, 1989 comes and I signed a contract with RJ for R&R for the first Pinoy Woodstock, which was in December
Oh,
of 1989. Yeah.
okay.
So a month before that, we had our falling out. Okay,
Oh
so I said,
no.
I said, shucks, what am I gonna do now? Because I don't have a band and I'm supposed to perform. And that's when I contacted Manny Amador. May he
Yes.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
I said, Manny, um, because I had met him about I think a year or two before because he performed at where we were performing, and I saw I said this guy is pretty good. I mean he's got the character I like on stage. I love the way he plays his guitar and everything. So I contacted him and I said, Manny, are you free? Because I have a gig
Okay.
coming up in a month. Man,
Mm-hmm.
the reaction of the guy, you cannot imagine how happy he was that I contacted him. So he said,
Oh.
"Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it." So fast forward 2 weeks before Pinoy Woodstock, we did not have a bassist or drummer, so it was just Manny and I.
Okay.
Finally, Johnny Besa. He
Of
calls and
course.
he says, "Oh, what are we gonna play?" And Manny said, "Yeah, yeah, we have a gig in 2 weeks. Okay, let's practice." All right. Another week passes by, no drummer, so it's just Manny, Johnny, and myself. We were ready to rent a drum machine, you know,
Okay.
for the gig, just so we could play.
Yeah.
Then a mere 3 days before the gig, Larry Diliaco, our original drummer, the son-in-law of Sampaguita, calls because they
Mm-mm.
were in a band before, the three of them. So he calls, "Hey Manny, do you want to jam? I'm itching. I want to jam." He goes, "What do you mean? Do you want to jam? We have a gig in 3 days." So we slapped on 6 songs together, and we performed in Pinoy Woodstock, and we said this is too good to let go. So we just continued.
Wow.
See, and that's where the breed was born. But we did not use the name the breed yet. We used
Oh,
the name
okay.
R&R because that's what was on the
Oh,
poster.
right, right, right.
The name the breed only came 6 7 months after. See,
When you
so
had
that
like your own songs and stuff, right?
not yet, not yet. We didn't
Not
have
yet. Oh,
originals
okay.
yet. We
Yeah.
just wanted to play clubs and bars. So there.
Nice. What did
Hmm.
you go to school for, Charlie?
You know, I
Totally not related.
graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's not. I
Business?
didn't take communication arts or mass communications or anything. I graduated psychology, AB
Ah.
psychology,
Oh,
for
okay. Okay.
business, no, for HRM and all
Yeah.
that. And so I said, but the calling was in radio, the calling was in broadcasting, so I took that chance. See,
Very cool. Right? So you
yeah.
never know. And look at you. So what are you doing now?
Well, trying to get the band back together, because I was with this group. You probably heard of them, the Spirit of '67, for
Mm-hmm.
13 years. It's a retro band.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to do with rock. We sang anything. I won't even mention the names of the songs, the titles of the songs that we did,
We can
for
guess.
reputation purposes. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was with them for 13 years, and I gotta say, it was quite an experience.
Because you would play
But
like what? Corporate gigs and stuff like that, right?
corporate gigs and casinos,
Mm-mm.
bars, hotels, the works. Birthday
Okay.
parties, weddings. We even played, believe it or not, Marcy. We even played one time for a 40th day.
What?
How do you,
Like a prayer,
yeah,
yeah, for someone
yeah,
dying.
yeah, yeah. It
Oh
was
my
not for a
gosh.
funeral, but 40th day because the one who passed away was a big fan of Spirit of '67. So the children requested.
Wow. Oh,
The
well, that's a
children
great,
requested.
yeah, that's a good way to celebrate because your 40th day, right? That's when you do the
Yeah,
padasal thing and that makes
yeah,
it fun.
yeah. So
I'm sure he
it was
was,
fun though.
yeah, that is what he would have wanted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, have you written any original songs? Did you write Black Mercedes Benz?
No, Manny did. Manny
Okay.
wrote the whole song, but for the album, Johnny and I contributed the first album. Johnny and I contributed about 3 songs, 4 songs, a total of 12 songs, I think there was, or 11.
Mm-hmm.
So Johnny and I contributed about 4. For the
I,
second
I,
album, the second album, which is the one you caught when you joined us at
mm-hmm.
NU,
Yeah.
that was with Michael Turner. Okay, he wrote most of the music. I I
Right.
co- I co-wrote 1 song. That's about it. But because the second album only had like 6 or 7, it was an EP. It was supposed to be released as an EP, but it was released as an LP. You know.
Oh my gosh, I
Then,
just like I totally forgot that you and Mike were in the band. There was a
yeah,
question last week, like, is anyone in touch with Mike Turner? Actually, after our broadcast last week, I mean, we've been in touch on and off, like on Facebook, right? And he goes, I caught you guys, and I'm feeling
yeah,
nostalgic. And he said he gave a link to what the music he's playing now, Boo Radley, right? I
yeah.
think that's his
Boo
band.
Radley's right, and
Yeah.
they're more acoustic than anything else.
Maybe we're
But
all just getting older. That's why it's softer.
yeah, I know.
Well, you're still rocking hard, dude. Okay, like, let
I
me.
still am.
Are you? Who are you playing with now? Jamming
Okay,
with?
my band consists of a longtime bass collaborator who also used to play with Manny. His
Hmm.
name is Gerard de Dios.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
he's a lot younger. Okay, when the Breed came out, I think when we first played in Pinoy Woodstock, for example, he must have been 5 years old. you know.
Oh, yeah.
So and then before he joined me, he was with Manny for many years. Okay,
Really?
when Manny passed away, that's when he joined us. And aside from Gerard, I play with J Man Alviar, who's the
Uh
drummer
huh.
of the Brass Monkeys,
Yeah, yeah.
and he was also a drummer of the Breed many years ago. I mean,
Wait. So, do you have a
some
band, or you just play with them whenever?
I just play with them whenever. Okay, I
Okay.
don't really have a name for the band right now. When I do perform live, I call myself Charlie Y or Charlie Ismail, the voice of the Breed. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay. How did you
then
become? How come you don't have a DJ name? Why is it just Charlie? Why?
uh well, that name I wanted to put my name out there, okay? And then when I was with Kiss, right before joining NU, we went jazz, okay?
Uh-huh.
So we had funny names. We had before going jazz, we had funny names like you know
What was
how
yours?
commercial hit radio names are
Yeah.
like Jeremiah Jr., Vincent Price, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
My name was Billiard. Billiard, you know.
I did not
I
know
said
this.
I said this can't continue. So our station manager at the time said, let's just use your names. So I
Cool.
used my name, Charlie Y. You know.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it stuck. When I moved to NU, I said I'll just use my name, Charlie Y.
Yeah.
And of course you remember Janet, right? Janet, our
Yes.
newscaster. She calls one when I was about 1 month into the station. By the way, Pontry and I joined NU together at the same time,
Wow. Wow.
exactly at the same time. But he lasted all the way till the end, you know,
I
from
know.
92 to till the end. Wow, 18 years. Grabe si Pontry.
How old was
Anyway,
Padre when he joined?
wow, I'm giving my age away.
No, I know. No, no.
He's a few years younger than me, so he must
Okay.
have been. Let's
Don't
see
say
now.
that. Yeah, we'll let Pontry reveal that. Maybe he won't say his age. He's just one of
Yeah,
those he's a vampire.
yeah,
Because he
yeah.
looks young, he's so buff. Like I've been seeing he's doing some TV now, right? So
You
that's
know,
really interesting.
I heard that. You know, I haven't
You
actually
haven't
seen
seen?
him. No, I haven't.
Okay,
So
the weird reason I know is because my stepmom's an artista, and she goes, "Hey, I met someone that worked with you at NU." I was like, "What? Who is an artista that's in NU?" And she goes, "Oh, he lived because I used to live in White Plains. We used to carpool and stuff like that." I go, "Oh my
mhm.
gosh, Pontry is an artista." So there you go, Pontry.
Who's
Uh,
I'm just curious. Who is your stepmom?
Oh, my stepmom's name would be Cecile Santos. See, I'm shouting you out, Tita. I'm shouting you out in here.
Okay.
Yeah, she appears in
Is she
some.
still involved? Is she
Yeah,
still involved in the industry?
yeah, yeah, she is. I'll send you links
Okay.
because I
Because
think we're probably connected somehow too. What were you gonna say?
my mother-in-law is still in the movies. Her screen name is Marita Zobel.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
From the 50s till now.
I
She's
remember. I
still
remember. How
yeah.
cool. Yeah, they
So there.
probably do the same, roles.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
fun.
Yep.
How
Yep.
about you? Why have you never entertained acting?
Well, actually, I did when I was with R&R. I wanted to get
Okay.
into the industry, but the breaks were not there. There were more breaks for
Mm.
music. There were more breaks for bands. So that's the road. That's the road I took. If not, you'd probably be seeing me with the oldies already now.
Well, now
you
you
know,
can play the Tito roles and
yeah, father roles.
the father, the dad who disapproves.
Yes, exactly.
And because you're mestizo, you'd be a contrabida or something.
Oh yeah,
Right.
definitely so,
See, now is
definitely.
the time. You can do it. Okay, look, there's a message from here. See, this is something I can do with
Very
this rocket. Charlie, today is
quiet,
Quiet Rock Sunday. Is that
quiet
was that
rock
your
Sunday.
shift? It was Quiet Rock.
You know, when I was with Kiss, it was Medium Rock Sunday. It was just a different name. I'll just put a
Oh.
different name. Okay, Medium Rock Sunday. We played the songs from the glam era. Warrant, Winger,
Oh.
Poison. Okay,
Okay.
this was the late
Yeah.
80s, early 90s. So it was called Medium Rock Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So and then and what was your shift? Weren't you at night? I don't remember.
I went all over the place. I started midday, 10 to 2, when I
Mm-hmm.
joined, and then hello Max, and then later on Chris put me sign on, which was a big mistake. I'd always be late. I said, Chris, please take me away from sign on because I ain't gonna wake up, man. So he
Yeah,
stuck me back
you'd be
to
gigging
midday.
at night. How are you
Yeah,
gonna wake up?
exactly. Exactly. So he put me back on midday, and then eventually he put me in the afternoon, 2 to 6
Okay.
or 6 to 10. All right. There was a time, I'll say this, because it was so long ago, and I laugh at it today. There was a time when everybody was complaining that I was always late. All right. So Chris comes into the booth one day. He goes, Charlie, how are you doing? I go, fine. Well, what's up? Man, the guys are complaining about you, huh? You're always late. And I go, yeah, I'm real sorry about that, man. Graveyard ka muna, huh? Okay. So he stuck me in graveyard for about 3, 4 months, maybe 6. I don't know. Boy, that I learned my lesson
Punishment
there.
pala yun. I didn't know.
Yes, yes. And then for the neophytes, the ones who came in for the really really new jocks, the ones who don't have any
Yeah.
experience or nothing or anything, they put them on graveyard. See,
Yeah.
they put them on
Yeah.
graveyard.
Right, right. So that's the secret. What else? See these questions?
Rock and
Rock and
roll.
roll.
Yeah, you bet.
So
Hi,
it's
Brian.
weird. Okay, so how are things in Manila right now? While waiting for you, people are like, "How are the riots over here?" And yeah, it's not a bad It's not a good situation. The stuff that's going on here in the U.S. But how are things
What
there?
you, you're you're in LA? You are in
California,
LA?
yeah, outside LA. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
Here I don't hear of anything bad happening, okay? But there's a lot of unrest, there's a lot of unsureness of what's going to happen
Right.
after a month, after 15 days. Because we don't know if
It,
it's going to be extended, okay?
oh, so it's open
There's
again. You guys are open?
well, it's GCQ, general community quarantine, okay?
What does that
And
mean?
it means that the malls are open, okay, but only certain hours. And funny thing, I've been seeing posts on Facebook by some friends. They go to malls, like for example, Glorieta, was it
Mm-hmm.
Glorieta 3 or Glorieta 4, somewhere there.
Yeah.
And it's a ghost town. This is during the day. It's a
Oh,
ghost town. Hardly anybody there, you know.
okay.
So that only goes to show that at least people are responsible. You know, they're not saying, "Oh, we're
Oh,
free
good.
again. Let's
Oh,
all go
good.
out," because that's just gonna kill everything
Yeah.
again. You know.
Okay.
So I think the responsibility, the personal responsibility, has to be taken into consideration. You know,
Yeah.
because this is a killer. This is a killer thing. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't want it to. We want to flatten the curve. We don't want to elevate the curve again. You know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So have you been out much?
I haven't been out much. Okay. I live in a village. All right,
You're in
in
Parañaque,
Parañaque.
right? You're yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
BF Homes, Parañaque. And luckily, my sister lives less than a kilometer away.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
so I go and see her every day, and
Oh, cool.
my niece also lives a little more than a kilometer away. So I see them
Oh,
every
okay.
day. You know.
Oh, good, good. So you're all still there. And are your kids still at home or
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
grown?
My daughter's turning 24. The next one is 21, and then my
Hmm.
youngest is 17. Okay, so we're almost an empty nest here. You
What
know.
are you gonna do?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. I'll still be performing, definitely. I'll
Okay,
still be
so that's
playing guitar,
that's something
singing.
you love. That is something you love.
Oh
That's
yeah.
good.
I'll do it as
Have you?
long as it permits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any of the other bands and people? I'm enjoying it because I'm over here in the US and suddenly I'm seeing like Rico Blanco has a live stream as well, and and
Yeah.
then Scott Myra is performing with different people. It's really fun that people are
Yeah.
doing it.
But if you notice, Marcy, the ones who are doing it are the ones from the 90s. Okay? I mean, the
Uh-huh.
ones we know. The
Yeah.
new ones, well, maybe it's because they're not my friends on Facebook, but I don't hear much from the new crop. Okay?
Huh.
And in the first place, there are not very many alternative bands in the new crop of musicians. Okay? And K-pop
Hmm.
is so big here. I don't
That's
know
what
how it
I
is there.
No, it isn't here yet. But that's what I was saying because someone asked when was I last in Manila. I said I was actually there last year, July, um,
Yeah.
after 15 years. So I hadn't been back. I did get to see
Wow.
I got to see Claire and Ron for a
Okay.
bit, and but I said I was just in the car and the driver said, "Oh, we were reminiscing about NU," and he was like, "Yeah, no, they don't play OPM anymore. Only on one day, like Sunday." I go, "What?"
Yeah.
I would listen to Gary V or anything. Just play me something, OPM,
Yes.
and it isn't. It is. And nga, even the posters, everyone puro K-pop.
Oh yeah, man.
uh,
I mean, the kids like it. Okay, the
yes,
kids like
yes,
it. Like my 12-year-old grandniece, believe it or not, my 12-year-old
yeah.
grandniece knows everything about it. She's not in love with it, but she knows everything about
Oh,
it.
okay, because it's
You know,
around. And no, no, and
it is.
I can get into it too, and I'm sure there's still like somewhere we just haven't found them an underground scene with rock music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
know what's cool about the kids, and I'm sure you've noticed it with your kids and grandnieces and stuff, and my kids too. My kids are 19 and 15 now. Is that
Wow.
yeah, yeah. It's like it doesn't matter what genre it is, they're
Yeah.
open to all. So
Actually, yeah.
that's
You're right.
that's that's very interesting that they're open to all kinds of music. They can listen to alternative rock 1 minute and hip hop the next,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
No,
or dance even. So it's pretty cool.
yeah, but
And,
there are some exceptions also. Like for example, my youngest, he's 17 years old. He's
mhm.
an old soul. You know, he's an old soul. I
Mm.
guess I guess my influence got into him. He listens to Led Zeppelin, Queen.
Oh, of course.
And then he loves 50s rock and roll.
No, oh, but that's what I was gonna say. The kids love that too, so they
Yeah,
can
that's
listen
true.
to K-pop if you want. But yeah, if you listen to like my kids, they can sing all David Bowie all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's cool. So it just means like that good music is good music, no matter what
Yes,
genre,
definitely.
no matter what era.
Actually,
Um,
yeah. You're right
Diba?
there.
So,
You're
but
right.
I think maybe we don't see the younger, let's say Filipino bands much. Maybe because they're not on Facebook. They're playing this stuff on TikTok, on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where they're
Yeah.
posting it. So, and maybe it's because there isn't an outlet like NU or something where we can
Right.
see it
You're right.
all. So that maybe this is, I don't know. I'm just so inspired that look, there's still people listening to us right now and watching. I went
Yeah.
live on Thursday with Will Spertasio, the comic book artist,
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to see. So just trying to see if this audience that we have developed, and thank you everybody that's on here right now. Um, is what are you looking for, right? Are we just
Yeah.
like feeling senti and nostalgic because we're home, or what is it that we're looking for? And I think we are looking for that same community again, right?
Yeah, definitely. We should go online, the whole NU group, once in a
Yeah,
while, maybe even once a month, to start
yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a request here, and so maybe you can do it. They were asking for like if you created your own Spotify playlist and we could share
I
it. You
I
have
have
one that's like
I
classic.
I have
Cool.
several. You know
Oh,
what?
cool.
Funny you mentioned, because okay, I'll go down memory lane again. In
Sure.
1993, the Breed opened for Bon Jovi. Okay.
Wow.
And
I'm gonna
right
drink. Okay.
before, sure, sure. Right before that, I went on the air for 4 hours, overnight, from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And I recorded everything on cassette. On cassette,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But lately, maybe about a couple of years ago, I tried to remember, because I used to play those cassettes almost every day. So, the memory stuck to me.
Wow.
About 2 years ago, I tried to recreate that
Mm-hmm.
through memory, and I have it, as a matter of fact, on Spotify, which
Oh
I
wow.
can share. I don't know how to share it here though. It's music from 1993, but mostly classic rock, because that's what we were playing
Okay.
then in NU.
Yes. Yes.
60,
Okay. I'll
60,
find it.
60% classic rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
My name on Spotify is Charlie Ismael,
Okay.
and I have a few playlists. That is one of them, and then I have a few ballads too, rock ballads, and other stuff. Not too many, maybe about 7 or 8 playlists, something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
So check it out.
Yeah. So maybe
Yeah,
I'll write like a blog post so we can embed the Spotify playlist. So Charlie Wise classic rock playlist from 93 or that era. And then I was going to ask Myrene to do a not radio type playlist.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Hey,
yeah, something like that. That'll be fun to keep this
okay.
going. Diba?
Yep, yep.
So what
Yeah,
are you looking forward to? I'm gonna wrap this up because people are.
sure, sure,
It's Sunday and I know people have things to do. I was telling them
sure.
the Pontry reminded me it's Sunday and about church and stuff, and I said, "You're going to church?" He goes, "No, you still can't go to church,
Yeah,
right?" So he said
yeah.
online, but okay. Um,
Okay.
so what are you
All right.
looking forward to after
Um,
when this is over?
I'm Well, I hope to. Even when this is happening, I I hope to boost my YouTube channel. I really want to do a lot of things on YouTube. Okay, it's been suggested to me many times by many people. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I think I'm gonna finally do it. I'm gonna boost it. I'm
Yay.
gonna put material in there at least once, hopefully twice a week, and I'm gonna
Hey,
ask
do
for
you follow
likes.
Perf? Yeah, do you follow Perf De Castro?
No, no, I
Okay,
I haven't. But let me
look
check
it
it out.
up. And I'm sure some of you remember Perf. He played for River Maya and all these bands back in the day. But
River Maya. Then he had Triaxis.
right,
Okay.
right.
Uh, what? Or did he
I
have
don't know.
Blues Trio?
He had blues,
Something like
right?
that.
He had a blues thing.
Blues
But
Trio. Yes, yes. He had Blues
so
Trio.
anyway, he is like he hit 100,000 subscribers or something like that on YouTube, and
Wow.
yeah, I just found it because of these reunions and realized that he's in LA actually. He
Yeah.
teaches a lot of guitar and stuff like that. He endorses
Yeah.
some amps and brands like that. So
Cool.
definitely reinvented himself as an influencer because that's a big deal
Yeah.
around here, right? And also still a musician.
Yeah.
So his YouTube channel, he just the other day he posted something about how he got to there,
Oh,
how
okay.
he got that many. So I'll send you the link because it's
Yes.
interesting
Yes, please.
and people who want to learn guitar and see Perf talk to. I think he has a whole interview in 3 parts with Kiko. So that's
Okay.
something he posted too. So yeah, and then
Okay.
Charlie, look at this whole format. After this, we can download it and
Okay.
then upload it to YouTube. So you can try this platform and then you talk to, your buddies and talk about
All right.
music. That would be cool because that's material so that it's not just always performing. I mean, you're a good talker, so you're good.
Okay.
You know how to interview, so that would be something you could do, diba?
Yeah, this platform. I like this platform. It's good.
Cool, cool, cool.
Anyway,
Here, look. I'm gonna play with
how do?
this. Look, you can do that.
Oh, okay. Nice. So how do
Trying
I
different
download
things.
this? How do I
You
download
don't.
this?
Yeah, it's just all online.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll send it to you. So is it nicer than the one before?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
And it's
it's
clearer.
more real time and it's much clearer. You know,
Yeah.
it's more
The
real
thing
time.
is, I couldn't play the video. And
Yeah.
maybe it's because it's the free version. I bet if you paid for it, I could. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why. But so okay, this is better. Everybody in the audience, if this is better, let me know. Thank you for joining us. What are you gonna do today? It's Sunday.
Sunday, well, I'm gonna see my kids and have lunch with them and just hang out, and go to
Oh,
online maths. Yeah, I
wait,
always
you're
make
so
sure I do.
speaking of your daughter and Miss Universe and stuff. So how's that going? Is that still gonna happen?
Well, she says it's still gonna happen in October here in the
Okay.
Philippines. Okay, but from what I hear as of today, no audience allowed. So everything is gonna be online. I mean, it's going to be streamed
Oh.
online. Okay, the
So
only
it's like
ones
they're
who are going to
going to
be
record it. They're going to record the show, I guess.
I don't know if they're going to record it. Well, I'm sure they will, but maybe they'll stream it live. Okay, so people can vote and all that. I told her, I think that's better for all the candidates. There's more because since there's so much competition, and
Yeah.
then the people who watch these pageants, I know because I've been doing voiceovers for pageants for many years, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
I If there's a certain candidate with a heck of a lot of following and they're all in the venue, it's a
Mm.
it's a deterrent or it's negative to the other candidates that are not that don't have too much following. Okay,
Hmm.
when this particular candidate who has a lot of following is interviewed and everybody's screaming for her,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the next one comes, and then these people sometimes they boo, you know,
Yeah.
they boo these
Oh.
other girls, kawawa naman. So
Yeah.
I think it's more even now
It
if there's no
is.
audience.
That's true. But then there's also, as you know, as a live performer, there's the energy that you get
Well,
from
yeah,
the audience. So
that's
that's gonna
true.
be tough. That's gonna be so tough.
That's
Um,
true.
well, good luck to her, right?
I know. Fingers crossed. Really, I hope
Wait, so
so.
she's a ballerina, right?
She is. She's been doing it since she was 9 years
Oh,
old.
cool. Did she ever come to the States for some, the intensives, summer
No,
intensives?
No, she hasn't been there yet.
Okay,
So
cool, cool.
neither have I, for that matter. Believe it or not, I've
What?
never been to the
Really?
United States. Yeah, never. I hope to go soon.
I hope so. No, I hope there's still the US to go to. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think
We
so.
will. It'll happen. I mean, it might take a while, guys. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how travel will be. I wish we
yeah.
could. So, what do you think we should do? Like, I made the mistake of talking about a possible concert when this is all over. So now everyone that's watching is like, Talaga? Are you producing it? When will it happen? Blah, blah, blah. I go, wait, it's just an idea. Um,
Yeah, yeah. The concert can be online also.
it's
Yeah,
true. It's
but it's
true.
not the same. It's not the
It's
same.
not the same. We want
Yeah,
people. I don't
yeah,
know. Maybe I don't know how concerts are going to be in the future. I know that some theaters here, you know what they're doing is they're removing seats in the middle
yeah.
para social distance,
Yes, yes. Right.
just smaller. And then over here, drive-in movies are coming back because you're in your car.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna come back here too.
Yeah,
Because of the social distancing thing.
yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, right?
Yep. So Marcy, send me those links, please,
I will.
on Messenger or whatever.
Yes, and yeah, I want to see you succeed with the YouTube
Thank you.
channel for
Yeah,
sure.
I think I'm really gonna make a go for that finally. After all
Yeah, we
these
have the
years.
time. We're home.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're
Okay.
already, so the stuff you're doing on YouTube, do you just share it to I mean, on Facebook? Because I see you performing. Do you share
On
it on
Facebook,
YouTube?
some of them.
Okay.
Okay, not all, but mostly the band stuff. The one with the
Mm-hmm.
band is on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay. So not the solo stuff you're doing.
Not the solo stuff yet.
Okay, cool,
So
cool. Well, you have to
you know.
think. Oh, here's the tricky thing: is the copyright stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's what's tricky.
I have to. Well, I always make it a point to mention the original artist if I do a cover.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I always make it a point to mention the original artist. So at least they can't say na, why are you getting our song, or somebody will run after
yeah,
me. I hope not. So I
yeah,
said, hey,
yeah,
I mentioned, like for
yeah.
example, I did on Facebook. I did the one I love by REM. I mentioned
Uh-huh,
it, and I did an acoustic of a couple of America songs plus
uh-huh.
Cat Stevens, and I did mention the original artist. So yeah,
Yeah. So hopefully, I think yeah, on Facebook it isn't very strict, but YouTube it flags it. So
yeah,
that's the tricky part when it's covers.
yeah,
But I'm sure you'll figure it out.
yeah.
Anyway, thank you. And I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
did this because like I said, it's like that's the other thing, the secret to YouTube or any of these channels is consistency.
Yeah,
So guys, if as long as you want us here, even if it's just me and Charlie or me again talking for nauubusan ako ng memories. Maybe because I just forgot the memories, but you know, um,
call me anytime.
I
Okay,
know. Bring your guitar and
I
we'll
will. I
sing.
will definitely next time.
Cool.
So
Well,
let me know.
thank you so
But
much, and I will see
send me
you.
those links, please.
I will. I'll send it right
All
after
right.
this. Thank you.
Okie
Bye. Oh,
dokie.
Charlie,
Thanks, Marcy.
can
Yeah.
you do your sign off, your NU 107 sign off because people like that. Like this has been Charlie Wife. This is the home of New Rock again. Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna keep quiet and then let you do it. Okay, ready? Go.
All right. This has been Charlie Y for the home of New Rock, NU 107. Stay tuned for more to come in the weeks, and just remember, keep on rocking. Bye now.